Admissibility of evidence refers to whether a piece of evidence is legally acceptable to be presented in court during trial. For evidence to be admissible, it must meet certain standards set by law to ensure a fair and just legal process. Key requirements for admissibility: first is relevance. The evidence must relate to the case and help prove or disprove a fact in question. Number 2, competence. The evidence must be legally obtained and not violate the accused's rights, like seizure without a proper warrant may be inadmissible. And chain of custody must be intact to prove the evidence hasn't been tampered with. Number 3, authentication. The firearm must be identified and authenticated, showing it is the same one recovered and tested. Proper documentation and witness testimony may be required.
Good day, ma'am. Ako ulit si Jarin kay Bagong. Ang ako na report is about sa admissibility of evidence. Number 4 and 5. Number 4. Not unduly prejudicial. The evidence not just unfairly prejudice the jury or mislead them. Showing multiple unrelated weapons just to paint the defendant in a negative light. Dari naman, ma'am, is dapat ang judge is hindi sa bias. Dapat ang pag-ano sang judge is makatarungan siya tapos hindi mapanin lang. Tapos dapat magpakita sila sang related gid niya evidence sa kaso nga kung ano man hinimuan sitong dapat nila kasuhan. Tapos magpakita tapos diri showing a multiple unrelated weapon. Diri magpakita sila sang unrelated weapon para lang ma-paint defendant sa defendant in a negative light. Amo na, ma'am, is diri ma'am mag-showing sila sang unrelated evidence. Like for example, ako ma'am, may kaso ko dati. Ang kaso ko dati is droga, tapos nakakulong ko. Tapos ang prosecutor amo naman na i-present niya dito sa court nga di man related sa akong kaso. Number 5. Presented by qualified person expert on technical evidence like ballistic must be explained by someone qualified in that field. Diri naman man sa number 5. For example, sa isa ka kaso ay sa isa nga krimen. Ang krimen nga to is ang cause niya is mga barel. Dapat ang tawagan nila is expert ballistic. Tapos ang prosecutor naman is ipakita niya ang mga ebidensya priyasang bala nga nakita halin sa insidente. Tapos ang prosecutor nga nagpakita sang ano, ma'am, dito sa expert ballistic. Tapos ang expert ballistic naman is explain niya kung paano niya itugma ang mga bala sa isa ka pusel. Kag dapat detalyado dapat tapos gali, ma'am, is detalyado niya nga ma-explain ang markas ang bala kung paano giputok or gipusil.
So, good day everyone. Ma'am, good day po sa'yo. My topic is all about challenges from the defense. In criminal case, the defense may challenge the admissibility or the weight of firearms evidence in various ways. These challenges are aimed at undermining the credibility, relevance, or reliability of the evidence presented by the prosecution. Here are common challenges the defense might raise. So, first one is chain of custody issues. Argument: the defense could argue that the firearms of related evidence shell casing bullets was not properly handled or stored, leading to a risk of tampering or contamination. So dito po sa chains of custody daw, kapag yung pag-collect ng shell o casing or bullets daw ma'am is hindi naka-proper. So ang pwedeng mangyari doon sa sa mga evidence na na-collect doon sa crime scene ay magiging maka-contamination or tampering ma'am yung evidence ma'am, which is pwedeng maging dismissal yung case. Defense goal to create doubt about whether the evidence present in court is the same as what was recovered at the crime scene. So ang main goal dito ma'am is mag-atag sila sang ma-collect nila ang evidence para ma-present sa court, which is dapat naka-proper daw yung pag-collect. Kaso kapag kadalasan kasi yung iba kapag baguhan or hindi pa marunong mag-collect ng evidence, so hindi naka-proper, so magiging contaminate talaga yung kaso. So dito na po sa number 2 ma'am is improper search or seizure. Argument: if the firearm was seized without a valid search warrant or without consent, the defense might argue that the evidence was obtained illegally. So yung pagkuha daw ng baril kapag walang search warrant or without consent, ang depensa daw ay magiging ang evidence or depensa ay magiging illegal yung pagkuha ng baril. So the defense goal to have the firearms excluded from evidence obtained by filing motion or suppressed evidence on constitutional ground violating Fourth Amendment rights. So ang main goal daw or layunin ng depensa is patawanan ng motion to suppress. Ang ibig sabihin, suppress ang ebidensya. Ang ibig sabihin ay hindi to dapat gamitin kasi linabag nila ang karapatang konstitusyonal. So halimbawa yung karapatan sa ilalim ng Fourth Amendment. And dito naman po sa number 3 po, inaccurate ballistic evidence. Argument: the defense may question the scientific reliability of the ballistic test, suggesting that the forensic examiner may have made mistake in matching bullets to firearms or interpret the evidence. So ang mangyari po dito sa sa argumento, maaring questionin ng defender ang ang examiner sa pag-test ng baril, which is kapag yung forensic examiner ay nag-test ng isang baril na pag hindi nagma-match doon sa sa baril na nakolekta doon sa crime scene ay or pag yung baril na nakolekta sa crime scene ay pag hindi na-match doon, maaring ma-questionin yung yung forensic examiner or yung nag-test ng firearms. So ang defense goal to undermine the expert testimony and prevent the jury from using ballistic evidence to link the firearms to. So ang defense goal dito po sa ma'am sa number 3 po is sirain ang testimonya ng eksperto ma'am at para magduda ang ang hurado, tapos para magduda ang hurado na magtiwala sa ballistic evidence ma'am. Tapos dito po sa last number po ma'am is which is yung number 4 po ma'am is lack of expert qualification. Argument: the defense could challenge the qualification of a forensic expert to testify about the firearm evidence, arguing that the expert does not have necessary training, certification, or experience. So dito po sa ma'am sa number 4 ma'am is maaring questionin ng defendant or defender ang forensic examiner ma'am or forensic expert, which is kung ano yung mga kakulangan niya sa ma'am sa pag-training, certification, and also sa mga karanasan niya ma'am. At dito na po sa last is defense goal tung yung to credit the expert testimony and cast doubt on the reality of the court of the conclusion about the firearm or related evidence. So ang layunin po dito sa depensa is sirain ang testimonya ng eksperto para magdulot ng pagdududa ang kwan ma'am ang naging conclusion nito sa uko sa mga baril na nakolekta doon sa crime scene at sa mga evidence na collected ma'am. Yun lang po ma'am at maraming salamat po. Thank you po ma'am.
Good morning ma'am, good morning classmate. Ma'am, good morning. Ang topic ko po ay tungkol sa relevance of the firearm. So, argument. The defense may argue that the firearm presented by the evidence is not relevant to case, especially if the weapon is not linked to the defendant or the crime. So it means firearm argument typically revolve around the debate of gun control, ownership rights, and the public safety. Here are some key points. So gun control advocate. Number 1, public safety. Stricter gun laws can reduce gun violence, homicide, and suicide. So number 2, regulation, background check, waiting period, and restriction on certain firearms falling thorn. So number 3 is international comparison. Countries with stricter gun laws often have lower rates of gun violence. That's so kadua is improper handling or testing of evidence argument. The defense might claim that the firearm is related evidence was not properly tested excuse me or that the test so gun results of analyze the flow of inclusive. So it means handling or testing of evidence are critical steps in the investigation proper overview. So handling evidence, claim of evidence, document or person who handles the evidence including dates, time, and reasons for handling. Kaduha, packaging and revealing package. So amo na yung was chain of custody, document and particular person who handle the evidence including date, time, and reason for handling. Packaging, learning package evidence contains label with unique storage. And number 3, and security store evidence, secure location with restricted access. Amo na to ma'am. That's all.
Hello, good morning everyone. I am Elpidio Magno and this is my part. This report is scientific validity. The methods that used in a ballistic examination must be tested, pre-review, and generally accepted by the scientific community. So dito naman is ang scientific validity is nire-review yung mga ebidensya na na-examine paulit-ulit ng mga magkaibang forensic expert, at kailangan ito sa yung ebidensya na nakuha sa ballistic is kailangan is the same lang ang result nila. Pag pagdating na sa pag-present na sa court, kailangan yung result ng ballistic examination hindi lang kasi isang expert, yung isang forensic expert yung mag-examine. Actually, marami yung mag-examine at kailangan doon is the same lang yung result. Dito yan sa scientific validity of the method. And that is my part.
Reproducibility. The results of ballistic testing should be consistent if repeated by other qualified experts. So, ang reproducibility daw, ma'am, ay tumutukoy sa kakayahan na makuha ang kaparehong resulta kapag inulit ang pagsusuri ng ibang kwalipikadong eksperto gamit ang parehong ebidensya at paraan. Kung maayos talaga ang isang scientific method tulad ng ballistic testing, dapat pare-pareho ang resulta kahit ibang eksperto ang gumawa. Judicial discretion. Ultimately, judges have the discretion to accept or exclude firearm evidence based on this criteria and the argument presented by both sides. So, ang judicial discretion, sauli ang hukuman ang nagpapasya kung tatanggapin ba ang ebidensyang ballistic batay sa mga pamantayang ito. For example na senaryo, may kaso ng pagbaril sa isang kanegosyante tapos nakuha sang pulis ang isang kapusil sa balay sang suspek kag isa ka bala ang naigo sa lawas niya, ma'am. Lawas ang biktima.
Good day po, ma'am. Ako nga pala si Rocky J. Ibukag, reporting from Group 5. Ang aking topic ay tungkol sa judicial acceptance of ballistic evidence. Forensic ballistic involves the examination of evidence from firearms that may have been used in a crime. When the bullet is fired from a gun, the gun leaves microscopic marks on the bullet and the cartridge case. Example of ballistic evidence including gunshot residue, angle of trajectory, distance from the target, bullet entrance and exit marks, and damage are often used to reconstruct the events that transpired in the commission of a crime. The examination of evidence from firearms that may have been used in a crime. Ang pwede nating gawin ay mag-create ng test fire examiners para malaman kung ano ang firearms na ginagamit sa isa ka krimen. Kasi ang firearms mayroong sariling serial number, individual classifications. Halimbawang mayroong 5 groups and 5 lands ang firearms na ginagamit sa isa ka krimen. Maghanap tayo ng firearms or barrel na mayroong 5 lands and 5 grooves. Then i-test fire para malaman kung magkatugma sa firearms na ginagamit sa isa ka krimen.